Yo, what's going on, guys? Zane here, and in today's video I would like to describe to what happens in this episode. No, I'm kidding. In the last episode that was missed. So we finished the paint with Yuri, and after Natsuki does the same thing as Yuri, she does the same exact thing, and she says something crazy along the line. There's only one thing that's missed. She says something crazy along the lines as I think she says, "I love you." I think that's exactly what she says to the character, and then she says, like, "Oh, I messed up," and then she covers her mouth, and then she does the same thing as Natsuki, and you guys will see what happens then, and there's no special dialogue. Like, they do the same exact thing, except for like that one thing that I just said. But other than that, there's no special dialogue. I did switch characters for the meeting part, and I did get a little emotional when I read the lines, "Yuri hasn't come to school yet," and I'll get into that in the video. Like, I didn't really get that emotional though, but I get more emotional in that previous episode. But I am like, oh my gosh, that's basically all I say. And yeah, you'll see when you watch it. But yeah, and something along those lines for Yuri hasn't come to school yet. I don't think the character exactly says that. I don't know what they specifically say, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you do enjoy. And this video did take a little bit to prep, and it's even taking me a bit right now. And yeah, this is just the little intro before the video. And I know I didn't do my usual intro, but I do that in the video, so that's why I'm not doing my main intro right now. But I hope you do enjoy, because this video did take me a while to set up. And yeah, now that this video is finally going to be out, then that means that the final episode will be released tomorrow or here soon. I don't want to make any promises, just because I know it's going to be released tomorrow. Yo, what is going on, ladies and genitals? Welcome back to wait, actually, I'm gonna pass this part, and then oh my gosh, start away. Alright. Oh wait, seeing her in such cute clothes, makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. See, you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. I'm glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly says that rather than something snarkily, like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. Wait, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Zane? Come on, since when did I need to be a gentleman? I got the bag Natsuki holds out of me. This is ridiculously heavy. Aha, I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Aha. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri, doesn't mean you should treat me like, Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyways? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Aha. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness. Oh, also, this is if this thing actually happens, like if this type of video uploads, which the previous video I did, which I know it said like me saying all this stuff, but if that actually does manage to get, 10 likes, 10 to 15 likes, I said I'd make this video, and I'm making it right now just in case, but if it doesn't, I'm just gonna have this video unlisted, so if you guys want to watch it, you can still watch it, but I'm just gonna summarize it when I get past this part. Even though it's not at Yuri's house, we just basically just chose a different person instead of Yuri, so that's basically it. So only episode 1 will be summarized, but you'll be able to see everything I see, because it does get crazy. And I'll let you guys experience that for yourself when we get to those parts. Anyways, please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirt bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. And also, yeah, I did change my name on accident. I was gonna put like a space, but whatever. Where did you put the food coloring? Also, I'm not gonna say my name because I just don't want to say it this episode. Sorry about that, but it's just hard to read because like it's not spaced out and stuff. And anyways, let's just continue. The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of coloring in each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end. If just looking at it makes makes everyone's eyes lighten up, like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist, not whist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. If you got it on my face, whose fault is that? There's a big glop of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist. Oh my gosh. Her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grabbed that one as well. Aha, stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me? You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just, Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red, saying, gosh dang, I said I wouldn't read it. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, tell me. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off all the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope hope you can get creative. Yeah. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one, we probably won't be using it this time though. I have nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. Oh, I went. Oh, I'm on. Let's just continue. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up the one nozzle. I pick up the one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so, maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging you. Judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No. Nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without even giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Aha. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki, eh? What you said before about not always having this chance, it doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same as you, so. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at my sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Ah. Hi, Zane. Sayori? Just now you weren't... Eh. It's okay, Zane. I just stopped by to say hi. Okay. So, before... I know I went with Yuri before, and it's basically the same outcome for each situation. There's nothing really different, except you're just talking to a different person, and you're making cakes with one, and then the other one, it's with paint, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? Okay. Man. I'm gonna make the opposite decision this time. Last time... You'll see. You guys will see. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Also, I know I said I was gonna summarize this episode. I'm sorry I didn't. But I don't think that's right. Because, like, if 1 in 4, like, the main stuff that happens is just summarized, then that's not really great for you guys. But, yeah, I'll definitely read through this, and I'll let you guys be able to see the same stuff. But, anyways, I'm gonna make a different decision this time. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, quote unquote, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. There's one thing that's different with Natsuki instead of Yuri. We didn't get as close as Natsuki. Natsuki and I got a little too close. Like, sure, we've had some stuff with Yuri, like, I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, we just got close, and definitely some weird stuff like Natsuki, but Natsuki just put it out of the water, especially my character did. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. I'm not gonna say anything. I already said everything what I wanted to say last episode, and I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. You know, let's just continue. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else, so even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side. You don't feel any more pain, but Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? Wait, okay. We're gonna save. I want to know. I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself, saying, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's a no, Sayori. Don't hurt anymore. Do you remember? I said I always knew what's best for you. Do you still believe me? Feelings. I want to give you. Okay. Previously, I wasn't gonna spoil it, and I tried my hardest not to, and I managed to do it. So previously, I said I love you, and now I'll say you'll always be my dearest friend. Because I said I love you before, and I want to know if the same thing happens no matter what, regardless. And you can't change the outcome, as if it's like destiny. What you need to do is for things to be like they have always been. Monica told me the truth. She told you much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me. I know what's best and will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is that what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? You should just write a poem about this. Sayori? It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed here. Alright, I'm going to save one more time right here. Okay. Another thing. You're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone. I'll trust you with anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. So shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori? I'm left helplessly standing in the front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. Most I could do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is, even though I can comfort her. I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days I expected there's the one to be walking Sayori to school, but she's not answering the phone. Okay. I decided that's a little too much. Okay, so yeah, I think this thing's unavoidable. Man, that sucks. But I want you guys to remember this as a game. And also, I'm not crying at all now. not like my breakdown in my last episode. But we're not gonna talk about that. Anyways, you'll see. So we basically don't wake her up and say it's a little too much, blah blah blah. Okay, right, at this point we're just skipping. And then we go try to talk to Monica, and you're the first one here. Thanks for bringing early. And then she starts to talk to us about stuff and whatever. And then we go back to see, what's her name? I don't remember her name. Sayori? We go back to see her. And we call her dumb and blah blah. Well, we don't really call her dumb. But we're just messing around. And then we're just like, okay, let's go back to go see Sayori. And that's basically the summary of it. So we just talk for a little bit. And then I go back to go see Sayori. Oh yeah, and there's a poem. Yep. And the poem says, get out of my head, but a poem is never actually finished, it just stops moving. Wow. Okay. I haven't seen that ending part. Yep. Well, alright, try to... Okay. I wonder if this is not avoidable. Sayori, she's really heavy sleeper, I swallow. Alright. I really didn't want to have to enter her home like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy, but she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Well, that scares me every time. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about this. Oh, it's a Team Salvato. Did you guys see that? That's actually kind of cool. Okay, I want to see the difference this time. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I expressed the urge just yesterday. I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and everything will be okay. Then why? How would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? Push her over the... Nah, that's not true. Cause I got the same response before. Okay, oh man, that makes me feel a lot better. So before, I told her I loved her, right? But it ended up like this, which sucks. So, alright, let's continue. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. Walk to her to school, blah blah. That's not true. You couldn't have prevented this. You really couldn't have done anything different to save her. I hate to say it, but this is just a game, though, obviously. I want to say, if you guys know anybody who's going through anything, you can save them. Alright, let's do a new game real quick. This talks about the annoying girl. And then it starts to go crazy, and then it only shows Monica. By the way, quote me on that, just Monica. You'll understand soon. And it says, an ordinary day of school like any other, mornings, da-da-da. So this is exactly the same as before, except there's somebody who's not here. And you'll see who that is in a second. Sayori, because, you know, she passed away. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Yeah, sure. Okay. So anyways, we just talked to Monica in this segment, and we just talked to her and blah blah blah, whatever we say. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is basically it. We're just talking to Monica, and I might edit this out. So, Monica's being kind of creepy. We talked to... Actually, I might not edit this out. Then we're talking to these two, which is Yuri and Natsuki. And, yeah. And then we start to talk to Yuri a bit. I start getting close to Yuri. At least that's what I remember. Wonder what happens if I get close with Natsuki. Instead of Yuri. Alright, right here, we unlock a special poem. Whoa, I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until now. Up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Whoa. Okay. Judgment, Doki Doki, memories, wonderful, contamination, it's a dream, it's agonizing, heartbeat alone, Papa, I guess, Dad's running away, the sunset is existence, sunny, mouse, lazy, blah 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 blah, okay, I'm just gonna randomly click, so. Whoa, whoa. Apparently the game must have heard me, saying that I'm going after Natsuki. But, okay. Blah. Okay, nice, good to know. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized to someone else? Just gonna mess it up. Natsuki slides a bunch of stuff. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes manga is one of those things. Commit until figure out the other person stands. How did you know that anyways? Or do you bring it up at some point? Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga I missed. Curious, I pull it out of slack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga. How much better? Seeing a box. Okay. So I think the best way to describe this is that we're talking to Natsuki. Oh, I don't know what that message said. But, anyways, we're talking to Natsuki, and we're into Natsuki. So it goes like the person who you picked before, which continues the game, which is actually kind of crazy. But anyways, so we're talking to Natsuki, and things start to get crazy, blah blah. That's this. Things just start to go haywire. Not really sure what, but yeah. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not, even though you just watch me reading. Well, fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing. So something else. So it's deciding, you know what I mean? Blah 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 blah. It's not. Well, anyways, right now we're just talking Natsuki, and obviously I'm gonna edit a lot of this stuff out. But anyways, let's just continue at this point. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears out the wrapper. I told you not to give. She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her red pocket. Don't worry, Zan. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, you sure poems now? Okay. Okay. So right now we're just gonna skip past this, and she's gonna start talking about what's happening with Natsuki, and says that it's not the first time that's happened. Well, no, it's Monika's been in stuff, blah blah. Yeah. So Monika is basically describing that that's not normal with Natsuki. Yeah. Oh wait, not mine. I'm actually wrong. Okay. Oh, okay then. Well, news. We can get the rest of this up. Okay, Natsuki. Okay, also July, Christopher. Natsuki will read from the poem. Never mind. Real test. Alright, skip past this. Having a good time so far? Yeah, good, glad to hear. Since you are new and everything. Okay, blah blah, I've already read this. Wait, what? Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house. So she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down like earlier. It's just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not very good, blah blah. Alright, let's skip past this. Alright, let's skip past this too. these two are arguing now for apparently no reason. I'm gonna have to pick both sides. Oh, I'm trying to pick Natsuki. And I'm picking Natsuki, so. Oh! I forgot Monica interferes. And she takes me out to the hallway. We start to talk about it. And she says some type of president I am. Blah, blah. And then they say they don't usually really argue like this. And sorry for myself for having to edit this, I know. But, it's just because, like, I've already went over this and stuff, and I'm only picking out the important stuff. Alright, we're gonna get past this poem. Alright, then we're gonna start skipping again, and blah blah blah. It's another day. And now, we're just gonna skip past all this. Oh wait, actually, this is where Yuri comes in, and she's like, it's not normal for Natsuki to act like that. And she doesn't even act like that, usually, because, like, they don't usually argue. But, yeah, that basically summarizes the conversation, and then, Natsuki's like, what argument? What are you even talking about? Yeah. And Natsuki says she doesn't even know what happened, or I think it might be vice versa. It could be, Yuri who says that. And then Monica, blah, blah. She's practicing the piano. Third. Now let's get past this. What the heck was that? Trying to skip past all this. Oh, and then we start to talk to Yuri, we start to read this book, and then I start to assist her with reading blah blah. Alright, now we're talking to Monica. I can edit this part out too, so don't worry about it. Okay. Okay. Let me talk to Monica. Let me talk to Yuri for her poem. And just skip past all this part because, like, I don't really care because we've already read this. Blah blah. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. I like when Papa gives me allowance. I like when Papa spends time with me. I like when Papa asks me about my friends. I like Papa asks me. Okay, I'm not gonna read like all of them that say I like when. Oh, I guess I'll just read the after parts, which is like gives me lunch money, comes home before sundown, cooks, not cocks. I'm gonna edit. Actually, I'm just gonna read this completely different now. Cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, comment on my friends. Oh, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, comes home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch, is too tired to notice me, too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Whoa, this is cool. I've never seen this before. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something new to go over today, so if everyone could sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I didn't really do well with the last minute preparations. Oh my gosh, my eyes. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Zane joined. There's some club activities, blah blah. Okay, now we're just gonna skip. Okay, yeah. This is just a sample quote. Okay. This is so creepy, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, I just want to skip all this. Also, Yuri's going a little bit crazy right now. And we've seen quite a bit of creepy stuff. Wait, no, stop it. Alright, we're gonna click all the random ones. Oh man. I've been waiting for you, blah blah. Told you not to consider it, blah blah. They're arguing like usual. But they're not really, they're just kinda talking. It seems like they're arguing. gonna talk to Yuri. What the heck? Okay. Talking to Yuri still. Oh my gosh, she just not stop talking. She's just not shut up. Well, what the heck? Oh. Jeez, man, this is not the thing I want to see at, like, nighttime. Oh gosh, this is scary. I'm looking away. I just didn't want to look. Alright, let's talk to Monica. I'm trying to go as fast as I possibly can. Wait, what? Jeez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up writing this poem. I was just trying to, never mind. Let's just move on. What the heck? Dude, that has never happened to me. I guess the game's used to me going, wow, your PC ran into a problem. Oh my gosh, man. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. Oh, okay. So let me describe this part. This part is, yeah, okay, I don't know what I'm saying. This part is about Natsuki, and she's starting to realize something, and blah, blah, blah. She said she's not usually like this, and she's never really rude and stuff, and, yeah, that's basically it. And, the game glitched out a little bit, and he said your PC ran into a problem. I found out a little Easter egg on accident, or a little bug in the game, which is actually kind of cool. It was like secret dialogue that I'd never seen before. But let me describe this before I click just Monica, and let's get on to this. All right. So we talked to Natsuki, and she had a little poem, and I didn't mean to skip over. I was just kind of skipping over everything, but in her poem she specified like what was going on. Is like Monica's being evil, or she's kind of wicked, and yeah. Is it just Monica? Yuri? Okay. So, I guess we have to click that, and then we just talk to Yuri now. And, yeah, now I'm gonna skip past this part too, mainly just because this is boring, and I don't really want to read any of this. Yeah. And also, your luck. I wrote it for you. Okay, I want to kind of skip past over this. Stare at the dots to reveal a special message? What the heck? I'm figuring out so many secrets in this game on like complete accident. like secret stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna leave this. I want to leave this unedited, but I also kind of want to upload it separately. Right. So when I upload this file, I'm gonna send it to somebody, because I want them to kind of just go over it, because like there's some secret stuff in here that like I'm figuring out that I guarantee you like no one's figured out, and like yeah. Anyways, let me just continue this. Like, stare at the dot. I've never seen that one before. There's like even more stuff that's so strange. Like, and all I'm doing is I'm just skipping past the dialogue because I want to get to this part, which is what I'm trying to do. Anyways, I'm gonna continue now, and I'm gonna edit out this part too. Like, honestly, when I get through this, I'm gonna edit out a lot of this, and I'm gonna keep in the jump scares, obviously, because I know you guys love that. So, yeah, let's just continue now. It's kind of my house instead, blah blah. Okay, so Yuri is kind of being a psychopath anymore. I'm addicted to you. It feels like blah blah blah. So right now Yuri's basically just saying her feelings, and she's kind of a psychopath. That's the best way to describe it. And also, sorry if you guys hear the clicking. And I'm gonna say yes this time. And I wonder what she's gonna say, which means like if I like her, I'm gonna say yes. Okay. So, hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's skip past this part, because this goes on for like, I guarantee you, if I like were to just press space, it would probably take like around about an hour, because it even takes a while just to skip through it. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. And yeah, Yuri just killed herself, and we know about her knife collection. Like, she collects knives, and if you guys didn't know that, that was in one of my episodes. But yeah, she collects knives, and I wasn't really expecting this. Well, I was expecting it because I already beat the game, but that's besides the point. I'm gonna edit out that part where I said I beat the game, because like, you know. Anyways, this is still going, but actually I'm not gonna edit any of this out. I don't know what I'm saying. So I want you guys to see this, but like the title of like the game where it says if you're easily disturbed, you have to take that into consideration, because this game is like, it's like zombies. Like, you don't want to watch this if you want to ruin yourself. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So it's just a normal day. We're just kind of watching her kind of decay or whatnot. It's still going. Like, still go. I don't know how this is still going, but it is. And yeah. It's still going. Yeah. And Natsuki sees, yeah, she saw the stuff, like, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me, and then Monika's like, oh crap, I'm sorry you had to see that. And then she removed Yuri, and she is the person who's been behind all this, and she is very, she does what she wants to get her love. That's all I'm gonna say. Monika lifts the foil from blah and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last one I'll ever get the chance to, you know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? They should only take a second. And then she deletes the characters. And yeah. And Monika, can you hear me? Is it working? Yeah, there you are. Hi again, saying Bradley. welcome to the literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year. And you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Zane Bradley. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? It doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about the whole thing with Yuri. Well, oh fudge. I didn't mean to go on or too long. Anyways, let's read this until the point to where I got last time, and you'll see where that is. And then we're gonna continue in the last episode, which is gonna be the finish the game, or is it? I do not know. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. Aha, I'm sorry you had to see that though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just make them as unlikable as possible. For some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. And made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Zane? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch on the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it, and it's not just jealousy. It's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, when my friends don't even have free will. Worst of all, knowing all you out there in the world forever to teach. I'm trying. Oh, fudge. But now you're here, you're real, you're wonderful, you're all I need. That's why I need you to be there with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat, even though most expressive poems felt empty to me. Before I continue this game, I want to make sure I'm recording, because if I'm not recording, that would make me like somewhat mad, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I am recording. Dang, this took an hour to get this far, just by spamming and making some decisions along the way. I didn't truly understood. You probably saved my life. I don't think I could have continued in this world if I haven't. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. Tried everything I could to prevent that from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird, inevitable attached into the game. I felt really bad, witnessed some nasty things, but I realized they had the same perspective as I do. It's all just some game. I knew you'd get over it. So that being said, Zane Bradley, I'd have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in the game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Will you go without me? I guess I'll say yes, whatever. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Zane Bradley. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here, just the two of us. You can be together forever. Seriously, I don't ever think this time is passing anymore. It is really a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending. The game wouldn't have given me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore, and you wouldn't believe how easy it is to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters, right, in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if there's a part of the game that still works. Guess there's only one way to find out, right? Alright, so I do this. So we can't really write poems anymore. Hi again. St. Bradley, did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see your poem, to see what you wrote. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. Just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage shadowed upon me, and only love together. Let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into these poems that I write. The truth is, the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into details about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best part of the game like everyone else, like that part. To help the two of us end up together, I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me, maybe even deleted my character file if you prefer playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need time hiding, whatever. Are you ready to spend our eternity together? St. Bradley, I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Alright, so, hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here. But do you mind telling your friend it's a little rude to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind. But I really get self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you give me some time to prepare. Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, St. Bradley. I didn't mean to get distracted, I'm sorry. By the way, did anyone get scared of that? Just saying. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Okay, that's it for today's episode, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. That's it. Oh my gosh, it took me a while to get this far. But yes, I'm done recording now, so don't even worry about it. I went with a different route. I took like basically different stuff this time. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. I'm out later.